Right now, while you're watching this, your roof is absorbing heat like a cast iron skillet left on a burner. Every single hour of every summer day, that dark surface above your head is pulling in radiation and pushing it straight down into your living room. You are paying to cool a house that your own roof is actively cooking. Here is what changed everything for me. A $7 bag of powder, the same compound the Amish have been using for over 200 years, can drop the temperature inside your attic by 40 degrees or more. Not with electricity, not with a contractor, not with a 5-figure HVAC system. With a bucket, a brush, and one Saturday morning. The first time I walked into one of those old farmhouses outside Millersburg, Ohio, middle of August, 90 degrees out, I stood in the kitchen and waited. No hum, no compressor kicking on, no vents blowing. The house was cool, not air-conditioned. Cool, something different, something steady, something that felt like the house itself was breathing. I spent 20 minutes looking for the thermostat before I realized there was not one. That moment broke something open in my head. Everything I had been taught about keeping a house comfortable in summer started falling apart piece by piece, and it has not stopped since. Before this video ends, I'm going to show you the exact technique, the exact materials, and the exact method that makes this work. I'm also going to show you a NASA mechanism from 1959 that was quietly removed from residential building manuals in 1991. Not banned, not disproven, just erased. And I am going to tell you who erased it and why. Let me start with a number that should make you angry. The average American family spends $719 cooling their home every summer. Just cooling. A brand new central air conditioning system costs between $5,000 and $15,000 to install. Then you pay $150 or more every single month to run it. Over 10 years, you could be looking at $25,000 to $30,000 just to push heat out of a house. Of a house that should never have been letting it in. Now, think about this. Where does that heat actually come from? Most people assume it is the outside air, but that is not what the science says. The Department of Energy confirmed that 93% of the heat entering through your roof arrives as radiant energy. Not hot air seeping through cracks. Radiation. Invisible infrared energy beaming down from the sun, absorbed by your shingles. On a summer afternoon, the surface of a dark asphalt roof can reach 160 degrees. The Amish figured this out without a thermometer, without a laboratory, without a government grant. They figured it out the way most real knowledge gets discovered, by paying attention over generations. The roofs are not dark. They use metal. They use slate. Light-colored surfaces specifically chosen to bounce sunlight away. But they did not stop there. For over 2 centuries, Amish families have applied lime wash to exterior surfaces. A simple mixture of hydrated lime and water, applied to walls, barns, fences, foundations, and yes, roofs. It dries bright white. It reflects the sun. But the Amish system goes far beyond just the roof. Their houses are oriented, with the long side facing north to minimize direct solar exposure. They build wide overhanging eaves and deep covered porches that throw shade across exterior walls during peak hours. Interior ceilings are high, not for style, but because hot air rises, and a tall ceiling keeps that heat far above. They use thick walls made of stone or heavy timber, materials that absorb heat slowly during the day. Engineers have a term for this, thermal mass. The Amish just call it building properly. And then there's the summer kitchen, a separate structure, detached from the main house, built specifically for cooking during hot months, the wood stove, the canning, the baking, all of it happens here. The heat from cooking never enters the main house. It is such an obvious, elegant idea. I read a post from a man who lives near an Amish community. He said his neighbor told him once, "We do not fight the heat. We just do not invite it inside." That sentence has stuck with me ever since. This is not new. The Minoans on the island of Crete were applying hydrated lime to their buildings from 500 years before Christ. The Egyptians used lime wash on the exterior walls of their houses and temples. In 1212, King John ordered every house along the Thames to be whitewashed, as a natural fire retardant. The Persians built elaborate towers called malkaf, wind catchers, to create passive cooling systems. Nearly every house had one. Ancient wisdom for a modern world. We don't have to fight the heat. This is not folklore. In 1973, researchers at Lawrence Berkeley National Laboratory ran an experiment that should have changed American construction forever. They took 2 identical flat roofs sitting side by side. One was dark, the other they coated with powdered limestone mixed with water, essentially the same compound as lime wash. The coated roof dropped 40 degrees Fahrenheit at the surface compared to the dark one. The interior temperature beneath it fell 8 degrees. No fans, no electricity, no moving parts, just physics and a white surface. Now, here is the part that truly changed the way I think about my house. In 1959, NASA had a problem. Spacecraft in orbit experienced temperature swings of 500 degrees, minus 250 in shadow, plus 250 in direct sunlight. They developed thin metallized foil sheets designed to reflect radiant energy and protect both equipment and crew. It worked perfectly. In 1963, Harold Edgars asked a question. What would this same material do inside a residential attic? The results were undeniable. A sheet of reflective foil stapled to the underside of your roof rafters intercepted the infrared radiation. Test homes showed attic temperatures dropping 30 degrees. Air conditioner runtime fell between 40 and 70%. And here is the science. Your air conditioner moves heat horizontally. It pulls heat from inside and dumps it into outdoor air at 95 degrees. A white lime surface moves heat vertically, straight up into the sky. NASA calls this radiative sky cooling. Even on the hottest afternoon, the effective temperature of the sky as a heat sink is between minus 50 and minus 70 degrees. Your lime-washed roof radiates heat into a void that operates at temperatures approaching deep space. In 2021, Professor Julien Ruan at Purdue University pushed this to the limit, creating the most reflective surface ever manufactured. The Guinness Book of World Records certified it as the whitest surface ever produced, reflecting 98.1% of all solar radiation. Covering 1,000 square feet of roof with this formula generates 10 kilowatts of continuous passive cooling power. The coating outperforms the machine by a factor of 2 to 3 without drawing a single watt from the electrical grid. The underlying principle is identical to what the Amish have used for generations. Lime water, a white surface pointed at the sky. Physics handles the rest. So why are American roofs dark? Why, in a country that spends $130 billion a year on heating, ventilation, and air conditioning, does nearly every house have a roof designed to absorb as much heat as possible? That question kept me up at night. After I came back from Holmes County, I started pulling threads, and what I found was not a gap in knowledge. It was a gap that someone had carefully manufactured. There is an organization called the Asphalt Roofing Manufacturers Association, ARMA. Their members make the dark shingles sitting on your roof right now. And state after state, ARMA has actively lobbied against ordinances that would require or even encourage reflective roofing. This is not speculation. This is on the public record. In March of 2025 in Tennessee, a lobbyist working with the roofing industry convinced a state representative to strip the reflective roofing requirement from a commercial building energy code. The vote passed. Critics called it dangerous and deceptive. They said the new law would lead to higher energy costs and more heat-related deaths. Tennessee, one of the hottest states east of the Mississippi, now has weaker roof standards than it did the year before because someone who sells dark shingles asked a politician for a favor. Baltimore went through the same fight in 2022. ARMA lobbied hard against a cool roof ordinance, arguing that dark roofs were actually the more efficient choice. Multiple independent studies showed that claim was flat wrong. Baltimore passed the ordinance anyway in 2023, but most cities never even try. The industry that makes EPDM, the black rubber membrane used on flat commercial roofs, funded its own research to declare that reflective roofs were inconclusive. They also spread the claim that white roofs cause condensation. Target tested white roof coatings on more than 24 of their stores. The mold problem never materialized. It was a talking point designed to create doubt, not a fact supported by evidence. Think about the economics for a second. The global HVAC market generates $130 billion every year. Hydrated lime is a natural mineral commodity. You cannot patent it. A 50 lb bag costs $7 to $14 at any hardware store in America. That is the real problem. Not for you, for them. And then there's the insulation story. Remember the fiberglass insulation in your attic? The pink rolls made by dominant companies? Fiberglass addresses conduction and convection, but it does almost nothing against radiant energy. And radiant energy accounts for 93% of the heat coming through your roof. You have been sold a solution that addresses 7% of the problem. In 1991, radiant barrier technology was quietly removed from the major residential construction reference manuals in the United States. It was not banned. No study disproved it. It was simply omitted from the next edition. Contractors trained after 1991 never learned to specify radiant barriers. An entire generation grew up not knowing the technology existed. Meanwhile, the insulation industry kept selling fiberglass. The HVAC industry kept selling bigger units, and you kept paying the bill. A study in 2024 calculated that reflective roofs could have saved more than 240 people who died during London's 2018 heatwave. 240 lives. And the product that could have protected them costs less than a family meal at a drive-thru. The knowledge did not disappear. People kept using it. They just were not talking about it on the channels the industry controls. A homeowner in Texas documented his lime wash process on a building form. Before treatment, his attic temperature registered 143 on a digital thermometer. After 2 coats of lime wash dried, his attic dropped to 97 degrees. That is a 46-degree reduction. His estimated electricity savings That single summer, $200. His total material cost, $14. In Baltimore, another homeowner painted his roof white in 2023 and measured a 24% reduction in electricity consumption over the entire cooling season, 24% off his electric bill for the price of a sandwich. A homeowner in Phoenix installed radiant barrier foil and watched his attic temperature go from 130 degrees down to 104 degrees. His air conditioner went from running 4.5 hours a day to 1.8 hours. His July electric bill dropped $187 compared to the previous July. His total cost for materials, $54. The knowledge survives in the places industry forgot to look, in DIY building forums, in the notes of energy auditors who went off script, in the attics of old farmhouses where nobody pulled the foil down because it worked. Roofs cover up to 1/4 of the total surface area of a major American city. Think about that. 1/4 of every city in this country is a dark heat collecting surface, and every building underneath is running an air conditioner to compensate. The pattern repeats every time someone measures, every time someone pays attention. The numbers are not theoretical. They show up in electric bills, in thermometer readings, and in the construction records of buildings that are still standing cool and quiet centuries after the builders stopped paying anyone a monthly fee. Method A. Lime wash for your exterior roof. Go to any hardware store and buy a 50 lb bag of Type S hydrated lime. Cost is between $7 to $14. Mix 1 part lime powder with 2 parts water. You want the consistency of thin milk, not paste. Stir until smooth and uniform. Apply the first coat evenly across the entire roof surface using a thick nap paint roller or a wide masonry brush. Let it dry completely in the sun for a full day. Apply the second coat. Total material cost for a 2,000 square foot roof is $14 to $28. Method B. Radiant barrier foil for the attic interior. Search for attic foil, low E foil, or perforated radiant barrier foil. A 500 square foot roll costs $30 to $60. Staple the foil to the underside of your roof rafters with the shiny side facing down. Do not lay it flat on top of existing insulation. It traps moisture. Keep an air gap between the foil and any surface for full efficiency. Overlap every seam by 2 inches. One person can do an average attic in 3 to 4 hours. Tools needed, a staple gun, and a utility knife. Important. Note, lime does weather over time from rain and UV light. You will want to reapply every 2 to 3 years. The Native American women of the Southwest understood this seasonal reapplication as part of the rhythm of maintaining a home. Total cost, under $30. Cost comparison. Central air conditioning installation, $5,000 to $15,000 up front. Monthly cost, $150 plus. Effect, partial relief. Lime wash. Only costs $14 to $28 with 0 monthly cost. It can reduce your roof surface temperature by 40 degrees Fahrenheit. Radiant barrier. Only costs $54 to $90 with 0 monthly cost, reducing AC runtime by 40 to 70%. Combined, you pay $70 to $90 with 0 monthly cost, and nearly 100% of radiant heat is blocked. Stay cool and save money. I spent 30 years paying utility companies to solve a problem that a $7 bag of powder and a $50 roll of foil handled. Nobody told me, not my builder, not my home inspector, not the contractor who sold me my last HVAC system for $12,000 and shook my hand like he had done me a favor. The Amish told me, or rather, they showed me. By living in a cool house in August with no air conditioner, no ductwork, no thermostat, and no electric bill, the knowledge was never lost. It was set aside, put on a shelf, written out of the manual, covered up by industries that profit every single month that you do not know it exists. The lime is still at the hardware store. The foil is still on the shelf. The sky above your roof is still 60 degrees for infrared radiation. The only thing that was missing was someone willing to connect the dots and tell you. If you believe practical knowledge has been pushed aside to protect profit margins, then you already understand what is happening here. The pattern is always the same. A simple solution exists. It threatens a revenue stream. And somehow it disappears from the conversation. This is no different. Except this time, you know. And once you know, you cannot unknow it. I want to hear from you. If you have ever put a thermometer in your attic during July, drop that number in the comments right now. I want to see how hot it really gets across this country. And if you have tried lime wash or a radiant barrier, tell us. Give us the before and the after. Your experience is going to help somebody else stop paying a bill they do not owe. Hit subscribe if you want to keep pulling these threads with me. Next week, I'm going to show you what the Amish do with their well water that eliminates the need for expensive appliances, and the internal memo from 1987 that proves the manufacturer knew about it all along. You're not going to want to miss that.